everybody, Doc here for the ReadySetCrypto OMNIA newsletter market update for Thursday, the 30th of January. Last update for this month. Okay, what I have here is Bitcoin, and I've added a couple of moving averages. I don't use moving averages all that much. I know some people get really religious about them. I don't myself. You can see whatever you want to see in moving averages. Like, look how that price pulls off of that moving average. Look, it's just price. Moving averages are just a trailing indicator of price. I find them useful to keep just a frame of reference. So right now, the 200-day moving average, which is in the green, price has just popped above there in the last couple of days. So there's a lot of people chattering about that. That is certainly something positive. Has the price really reacted at the 200-day in the past? Not really. Sometimes we see it squeeze right above there, and then we see it come down to the 200 and not really do anything. So I'm not really giving it much time of day right now. Now, there's a couple of concepts that we want to talk about. By the way, the red moving average is the 50 simple. And this is what's called the death cross. Now, notice how long it took for the death cross to come all the way into the end of March of 2018 before the death cross happened. And by that time, the bear market was well underway. This is the problem with moving average strategies, is that they're very slow to show changes. Notice that we had the upside breakout. This is called the golden cross, and that occurred near the end of April, about 3 weeks after we had an actual breakout above the 200-day moving average. So there is some utility by having it lagging because it's not going to be very noisy. So it's meant to be somewhat slow, this combination of the 50 and the 200. So golden cross. Now, what we have here is we have a death cross. And if this continues, it's going to null out the death cross with a golden cross again. And that's going to be really interesting because over the years, what I've seen is the death crosses that get reversed are always the ones that cause the biggest moves. Now, let me go back to 2015. So 2015, interesting move. All right, so that was our last true, real nasty bear that we had, and this was kind of crazy stuff here. We had a golden cross that actually showed up in July of 2015. That got thrown underwater, and this is where I think people just said, "Oh, to hell with it." You can see the volume, ramping up. People just selling into that, and that created that liquidity. The liquidity condition for people to just jump all over this thing. And here's the real golden cross. So a lot of times I see these false golden or false death crosses, like in this area here, causing just an amazing short covering move to the upside. So could we see the same thing again? Maybe. So keep an eye out for that. We'll, if the price holds up here for at least a little while, we'll probably have a golden cross somewhere around the middle of February. Remember, keep in mind our levels up here. We've started to transition into a daily uptrend. That's good. It's not a weekly uptrend yet. So it wouldn't surprise me to pull back. That would be okay. Nothing wrong with that. Although right now it doesn't tell me that it has to pull back. There's plenty of energy right now from this bull flag that we've just recently broke out of. And the weekly energy is no problem either. So all kinds of things are coming together at the same time as well. Something else to keep in mind, I'm gone on to the monthly log charts, and this trend line has held really well through all of this. And we're getting a nice move in the month of January. January's been very kind to this log chart and to crypto overall. So that's all good. And you can see this great big pattern that we have. This is just, if you look at this thing from this perspective, this is just a great big consolidation pattern. At the monthly chart level, we really overdid it, really got overcooked into the end of 2017. And all of this time has been spent just building the energy back again. So we've had some strong trends in there to the downside, back up to the upside. We're just finding equilibrium, and this thing might be ready to break out of this pattern. And it would be spectacular if we did that. You can see what the last one did. Number of coins moving today. Let's go through the top 10 quickly here. Ethereum looks really super strong today, up 7%. Bitcoin SV is consolidating. Bitcoin Cash, super strong. Litecoin's been the rock star today. Big volume coming in. That all looks good. Binance Coin doing well, breaking out nicely. Liking what I'm seeing here. Monero, awesome. Ethereum Classic, doing pretty well considering the fact that this is breaking out real strong. Okay. Decred getting there. EOS, super strong right now. Cardano has been phenomenal. Stellar has been okay, still kind of trending under that 200, not keeping up with the rest of them. Some of the other coins that are doing really well, let's scan through these really quick here. EOS has been doing really well. This is consolidating massively and should be ready for big breakout if we can get that through there. Zcash, let's see, another one. That's Monero. We already looked at that. Okay, so a lot of the top 10, the usual suspects are doing well. Everything's looking strong. And one of the reasons, one of the big drivers behind this, I do believe, let's see if I can bring this up, is the 10-year note continues to get clobbered. And this is driving money towards, tangible assets. And imagine that cryptocurrency could be a tangible asset. And we still have strong moves on gold, and I haven't looked at silver for a little bit here. Let's take a look at that. Silver is still consolidating in this area. So that 10-year note, I believe, is really going to be the biggest thing that is going to, because that represents interest rates in the United States, and they're dropping right now. And the Fed didn't say anything about it. Didn't think that there's, it always leads the Fed. Always leads the Fed. So we'll see whether or not that sticks. But right now, a falling interest rate means good things for cryptocurrency. That we can say. All right, folks, that is it for today's report. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you on Sunday with a weekend edition.